Good morning and welcome back to our 100-day challenge. Let's spend some time waking up our body and our mind and getting ready for the day. We're going to be doing our routine in the dark pretty soon with the time change. So I figured we'd start today with an earlier morning routine that's going to focus a bit on simpler movements and standing meditation. So the earlier we do our routine, the more important it'll be to have stillness in it, which serves a really important role physically for kind of waking up our body. So let's just stand for a moment. We'll be introduced today to our post-standing, or Qigong it's called. We'll be doing throughout the 100 days, and some days more than others. So let's wake up the big joints first. We'll do this teacupping exercise, hinging at the hip, scooping the hands forward, spreading the wings, crossing the hands over the face, bending and gathering the hands behind us, and piercing the hands forward, spreading the wings, and continuing. We inhale and we pierce forward and press up, reaching up. And we exhale when we hinge at the hip and fold forward. We want to start our 10-second breathing, inhaling for 4 or 5 up, exhaling for 4 or 5 down. It's early, this is the first movement we're doing, so don't press it too far. Just try to find that hinge of the hip. And here we're going to use a support. This can be a chair, a footstool, a countertop, whatever. With wide legs and wide arms, we're going to reach the arms and legs wide and just hinge forward, touching our support there. Reaching the back hand up. So starting to twist the spine a bit and hinge a bit. Again, nothing too fancy here, just wanting to stretch and wake up the body after hopefully 8 hours of lying still. If you don't need the support, or if you get warmed up, then you can reach towards the ground. Come back up to standing, switch sides. So we're going to continue this way, exhaling down, inhaling up. We're just waking up mainly the back and the hips and a little bit of the shoulders before we stand. When we sleep, our mind is somewhat withdrawn from our body. Our body's at rest. It's not really animated by our mind. So when we wake up, the stillness practices, be it prayer, meditation, or standing meditation like we're going to do, help to fill the mind back into the body gradually, gently. Here we're going to use a support again, hinging forward on one leg, reach the other leg behind us, using the glute, and maybe you reach the opposite arm forward. So here we're using the whole back, reaching the hand and foot far apart for a few breaths on one side and then a few breaths on the other. We're just thinking of stretching like a cat a bit, reaching the back long, stretching the limbs far away. And here we'll press the hips away. You can be at a countertop again or a chair. This is sort of like a downward dog kind of shape, but we're just using a little lift off the ground to make it easier. Folding at the hips, pressing the hips away from the hands. Now, if you feel ready without a support, or if you want to use the support again, let's lift same side leg and arm reaching the leg back and the arm forward. The opposite arm reaches behind us, trying to flatten the body now into a T shape for a couple breaths. And we'll switch sides. Reaching. Working on the balance this early morning. One side's often harder than the other. Stretching the whole body, just waking these muscles up. I prefer to do some kind of leg and back stretch warm up before standing meditation. Seated meditation, not as necessary. Circle the hips a couple times, each direction. Sheriff, no. Stay. Our last motion will just rotate the spine a bit. So with wider legs, we turn the torso, inhaling. The front arm pushes forward, the back arm pushes back. Exhaling back to the middle. So here we're just reaching the front arm away from the back leg. Gently for a breath to each side. Trying to push through the legs to turn the upper body. Trying to make a new record with the twist here. Just reminding every muscle along the spine how to move in a rotational way. This movement looks very simple, and it's incredibly powerful. You can do it for a long time and benefit the whole body. We'll throw the arms out, throw the elbows back a few times, waking up the upper back muscles. Exhaling as we throw the arms back, throw the elbows back. And then we'll do our lung exercise, inhaling the arms open, palm up, exhaling the arms closed, palm down. Find our slow 10-second breathing rhythm again. Stay. Start to fill the back with the breathing. See if you can see what that means to spread the upper back, dropping the tail, filling the low back with breath. Anchoring the feet down into the ground, a slight bend in the knees. Sitting the weight down through the hips, through the legs. Because from here we will just round the arms into our standing position. The arms make this embracing shape, hands in front of the shoulders. Fingers are straightened but slightly curved. There's roundness in all the joints of the elbow, the armpit, the finger joints, between the fingers, between the thighs. Sit. Sit. Back of the neck is reaching tall. Imagine the arms are floating, and the more you spread and round your back, and let your breath fill your waist and fill your back, the more that breath will just keep the arms afloat. We will train in this way to stop using the upper shoulders, upper arms, to lift and use the arms. And we'll just quiet the mind here. Follow the breathing. Picture the whole body at once. Unfocus your arms feel like they wrap and embrace even as they sort of expand and push out. Noticing when your mind runs somewhere else, and just coming back to the standing. Noticing where you feel tension in your body. Having the thought of the breath going to that area and spreading out that tension. And we'll bring the feet together. Inhale the hands up. Exhale them down to the low belly. Stand for a moment. Just notice your whole body, how it feels after this short morning movement and meditation exercise. Thank you for joining us. Have a great day. Stick with it. You're doing great, and we'll see you tomorrow.